and I do agree to much extent of what you're saying. That it's a different atmosphere, especially when you're in the other guy's hometown.
Right.
But in this case, this fight was not on an even playing field at all. At all. And I'm touching back to what you guys were talking about with the rehydration rules by the state commission. And this man came in almost 8 pounds bigger than you for this fight. There's no way that this was on an even playing field. And I hear what you're saying, and I understand your code.
HLD, you know what I'm saying, to be, officially fair, and Regis know too. There was no weight check after they made their weight. So
yes, there is. Yes, there was. It's recorded. I have the documents. I got the signed inspector sheet that shows Devin Haney weighed in at 140. Next day weighed in at 165. I recorded 18% rehydration, about 3% above the rehydration rule by the state of California, which is binding by state law.
So what you're saying is that he went over
the rehydration rule limit implemented by the California State Athletic Commission. That rule was passed in October of 2019 after a set of doctors and everything had commented. That's why we're here talking. That's why we're trying to ask the questions. I mean,
Regis, did you get a second weigh in the day of the fight? I mean, when you
we got one. Yeah, because for California,
156 point something like that.
Zap, this one goes his homework right here. HLD does his homework. He one of the
Bulldogs.
He a bulldog of Mill City Boxing. He's a member.
Right. For California, you can't be a certain weight over.
Regis weighed in at 139 flat. Next day weigh-in was at 156.8 at a 13% increased rehydration. Devin Haney weighed in at 140 flat, came in at 165, 18%. That's 3% above the California State Athletic Commission mandated rules that fight should have been canceled. And I'm just curious to know some things like why do you think the commissioner allowed, the state inspector allowed that fight to continue, knowing that this is the state law? Or why did your promoter did not enforce that, knowing that should have been the problem? Regardless of the fact, a violation has been done to the state law. And that's why I'm just trying to have you curious, to have you understand that, I understand you're saying that you were fighting in a pay-per-view, that this fight, was home turf for Devin Haney and the mental warfare that goes on, and that's understandable. But there was a legitimate unfair advantage in this fight, and I feel the way I understand your feeling, the way you speak, because it's I did it. It is what it is, and I get it. You don't want to sound like you're complaining within it, but one thing I do say, so many people have fought for our rights, for us to not to exercise them. Then what's the point? What's the point of having these rules and laws if we're not willing to exercise them?
What I want to know, Regis, did you know of this? Was you aware? Was you and your team aware of this?
After the fight, I was aware after the fight. Once I came back home, I was aware of it. But fight night, I don't know. Nothing about that on the fight and stuff like that. But when I got back home, I saw it. I saw the official papers when I got back. But when I was in California, I didn't know nothing about it. But when I got back, there was I saw it. But like I said, bro, I ain't complaining about it. I just let it go. Like, you know what I'm saying, what you gonna do about it? Like, it is what it is. It's done. I'm not gonna complain. I mean, I know some people gonna complain about it. I let it go.
Letting it go. Go ahead.
Letting it go, and it's hard to hear that because I know you're speaking for yourself, but I mean, how many people connected with you with this fight and with your team and everybody else have been affected because of this?
Right.
It's something I don't think you need to singularly think. I understand your pride like a man. Trust me, I do, Regis. But sometimes you need to look at it in a different perspective, man. A lot of people are affected by this. This has affected your career. Right now they're not even calling you for a fight. So imagine that you set the record straight. They declare a no contest. You get your belt reinstated because Devin Haney has yet to defend that belt. So that belt belongs to you on a no contest. And then you can tell Devin Haney, if you want to fight again, We can do this, but again, an even playing field.
Yeah, but I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. All that sound good, but how likely is that to come true? You know what I'm saying? How is that even? That sound
It's
good,
a
but
state
like
law. Regis is a state law.
I'm saying, all right, it's a state law, but then we go, then we got
You never talked to your legal team not one time about
we
this.
get all right. I'm saying, but like, when did that happen before? You know what I'm saying? We get lawyers to get involved and do all this. He fought, and Ryan, he lost to Ryan. Like you gotta think about all the stuff that has to go on to even do that. I mean, now since y'all said it, I didn't think people looked at it like that. And since y'all said it, then I could look into it. But I was like, you know, whatever.
Hear me out, Regis. You really don't have to do much, but by just filing a complaint with the state commissioner on the online form that they have a link to. It's not even having to get lawyers or anything like that. This is your right. You need to find out. They need to do an investigation. Why the inspector allowed this fight to happen? It's clearly a big violation. As if you have not seen how the commissioner of the state of California has spoken upon this.
Yeah.
Come on to IG Live. Come on to IG Live. Henry's coming in right now. So come on to IG Live and talk to Zab. You
All
heard
right.
Regis?
Huh?
I know you're reflecting. Let that reflect, but come on to IG Live.
All right, bro.
All right, we live right now. Henry's coming on right now. He wants to ask you some questions.
All right.
All right.
All right, man.
This is a situation where you have a fighter who could potentially, and this is what I thought about, and I went back to the Mago case in New York because I keep thinking about this. This is not something that we don't know about. This is something that we know about. Okay, it's one thing if we let somebody fight with drugs and we don't know about it. We know this fighter's 15% or heavier, and perhaps the opponent's nowhere near that heavy. And if something bad happens in that bout, I think that I don't know about the law liability wise and all that. I'm not going there. I just don't think that looks that great. I think we knowingly let something bad happen, and to me, that's a health and safety issue.